So, yesterday news broke that Joe Biden is pardoning his son, Hunter Biden. And this is news to everyone, and some people are surprised, and a few are even kind of mad about it. Now, what's my opinion on the matter? Well, just independently looking at the pardon, I think it's pretty bad and it was not a good thing. Hunter Biden literally pled guilty to his charges, which involve firearms being used illegally, but I don't know how much I can discuss them all without YouTube giving me a strike. But between both this and his tax evasion crimes, he's definitely committed them, and the pardon is a quite clear act of nepotism. Joe Biden giving a pardon to his son solely because he's a son, that's pretty bad, yeah. And it's pretty ironic considering Biden literally tweeted this after Trump's conviction in May. But looking at it within the context of the political hellscape we find ourselves in, honestly, it doesn't faze me that much. Forget anyone recent, go all the way back to September 8, 1974, when Richard Nixon was pardoned for Watergate a month after having to resign for it, which basically saved him from any legal ramifications for doing Watergate. Or heck, go all the way back to the 1860s, when President Andrew Johnson pardoned a bunch of Confederates after the Civil War, despite the fact that they literally betrayed their country, they committed treason by seceding, and they ended Abraham Lincoln 5 days after that war was done. The presidential pardon is pretty much an inherently unfair power to have. You could commit the worst crime imaginable, and as long as it was a federal crime, you have the chance of getting away with it, so long as the president is kind enough, or you know the president, or you're literally the president's kid. So with all that in mind, is it really that shocking that Biden pardoned his own son? Like, if I had a magic button that I could pardon someone I loved for a crime they committed, that of course I'm gonna want to press it, especially if it was my son. Who's not going to want to pardon their own kid if they have that ability to? It's kind of a human thing. Everybody would do this. And Trump would very well have done the same thing and has done much similar things with that power. It's a harsh fact, but if you're super rich and super powerful, or both, or one or the other, you have a level of armor against the law that will always find a way to protect you. That's why Trump got away with all his crimes, and Hunter Biden is getting away with all of his. Don't hate the player, hate the game.